afternoon, everyone. My name is Attorney Darrell Parks at Parks & Crump in Tallahassee, Florida. Today we're here to give you our response to Officer Raju's first appearance today, and to the ultimately charging by the State Attorney's Office here in Palm Beach County. First and foremost, we want to thank the Palm Beach County State Attorney's Office for following through. This has been a very long and endearing time for this family. And we want to certainly thank the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the FBI, for their involvement in this case as well. Today, you're going to hear from the family as well as the lawyers in this case. We thank all of you for coming out here. Without question, although we didn't know it when it happened, this first happened, we knew that recording from AT&T would be pivotal in this case. And it has proven to be a very, very important piece of evidence in this case to maintain justice, and this family is glad that it did exist. At this time, first you're going to hear from Attorney Benjamin Crump from Parks & Crump.
First of all, we want to thank God for that audio tape that was recorded by the tow truck company. If it wasn't for that audio tape, then the officer would have probably gotten away with the lie. Imagine how the narrative would have been if we didn't have this very important piece of objective evidence. And it is very objective and it is very telling. It reveals that the conduct of Officer Raja was reprehensible and an insult to all good police work that is done in America. The evidence is both objective when you look at the audio, but as well as the forensics. You all saw the report yesterday, the fact that his body was found 64 yards away, the fact that the pathologist opined that the bullet went through his heart and both his lungs, and that he couldn't have went more than a couple of feet after that fatal wound. So it tells us just how far away he was when he was fatally shot. And you will hear the audio. It was put in the report about the interaction between Corey while he was on the phone with the tow truck official. The state attorney opined that he was calm and answering questions, and the demeanor of the police officer who was supposed to be professional, and how many rules and how many regulations he violated. And when you look at all the evidence, it's overwhelming. It leads you to one conclusion. Corey Jones should never have been killed that night. This should have never happened. And we are very thankful to the state attorney's office, but we are very, very thankful to the grand jury. We are very grateful to the grand jury, because we know in America other grand juries who had more evidence than this. They had visual evidence, and they still didn't return an indictment. So the family is relieved and very grateful for this indictment, and we look forward to the state attorney doing their job very thoroughly, very professionally, and holding the killer of Corey Jones responsible for taking his life, because Corey Jones' life mattered. Thank you.
You'll now hear from the brother of Corey Jones, C.J. Jones.
Man, reliving this dream, that's what it feels like. Man, it's real hard to understand and know now that my brother was bullied, and he never had a chance. And just to know that, it really hurts. It hurts our soul, and just just knowing that, man, just really hurts. You know what I mean? My kids. This is a victory for good cops.
Yeah.
Let me get there. This is a victory for good cops because my brother, me, my cousins, we dealt with the PAL, police department, the sheriff's department, with football, and a lot of things like that. So I just want to say that my family, we going through some things, and we're going to get through everything day by day. There's a lot of things that needs to be addressed with this whole system. This whole system is corrupt. If we knew we had this tape from the beginning, why did it take so long? We knew we had this tape. So what was we waiting on? He should be held to the highest standard of the law. He's an officer. He shouldn't be killing nobody. I got to say my brother got murdered from a cop. My kids is afraid of the police. Like, when is this gonna stop? Enough is enough.
You will now hear from the sister of Corey Jones, Miss Melissa Jones.
Hello. First, I'd like to thank the grand jury. Thank you for your passion. I see you. I try to stay away from the news, media, and social and all that. But this morning, I really took a look at the story. And from day one, we've been saying that my brother is peaceful.
Yes.
That he's gentle. And he will not just go at somebody like that. And the recording only proves what we've been telling everyone from day one.
Yes.
We already knew the truth. It took everybody else to see it for themselves. But we already knew what the truth was because we know his character.
Yes.
Raja is an example. He's an example to all other unright police officers that are not doing what they're supposed to do. This is an example to let you know that you are not above the law.
Yes.
You are not above the law. Although Raja did what he did, I still have to forgive him. So I can't be bitter towards him. But his actions, it must be held accountable. Anybody else, me, for myself, if I did anything that wasn't right, I have to be held accountable. Raja must pay, and he cannot get away. Thank you, everyone.
You will now hear from the father of Corey Jones, Mr. Clint Jones, and his wife, Miss Katie Jones.
Seven months ago, Corey Jones' life was stolen from him. Corey would never know that the thief that stole his life was a police officer. Why? Because he never identified himself as a police officer. 7 months ago, that police officer described our son as a gun-wielding attacker. 7 months ago, that police officer said he told Corey he was a police officer. 7 months ago, that police officer lied.
Yes.
7 months ago, our family told the state attorney's office, law agencies, you, the media, what the audio tape has clearly, supported. Corey Jones was a peaceful man, a gentleman, and a gentleman with a warm spirit. Anyone that knew Corey knew this to be true and was proud to call him friend. Any mother can speak with a conviction that she know about her child's character, you're not gonna let anyone serve you and tell you just anything. The lies that were told by Officer Nouman Raja were unraveled. And the audio tape told what our family knew 7 months ago, that our son Corey Jones was a responsible, gentle, peaceful, loving man, and that Corey would not be contrary to his character and attack Officer Nouman Raja, an unidentified police officer. Our family still maintains their decorum. We are not rioting. We're not making threats. We are not bashing, but we remain prayerful. This incident is but a step in the battle. This case is not about racism. It is not about our emotions, your emotions. It is not about anger and not about political pressure. This case is about justice for Corey Jones.
Amen.
Our son, our brother, our uncle, who was wrongfully killed by a person who preyed on a citizen that was broke down on the side of the road. Officer Nouman should have been the help that serves and protects. On that fateful morning, Officer Nouman Raja failed not only Corey Jones, he has failed the citizens of Palm Beach County. We'd like to thank the grand jury. Thank you, grand jury. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the evidence presented and that you made a decision, not based on emotion, but on facts. And you made a decision to charge Officer Raja based on those facts. We applaud you and we thank you for serving. Thank you for doing what no one else would 7 months ago.